Well, I don't know how to tell you. Gecko,
You're tired.
He's gone.
Julian, Miriam eventually did get tired and you two went back to their freshman house.
Nice.
And there's literally no one there except all of your pets.
Oh, sweet. I kind of pipe up a bit and pull out the robo owl. I'm like, shit, this dude might know something about some arcanines. It's my favorite Pokemon.
Arcanines?
Because the owl,
yes,
my robot owl is apparently owned by dozens of different wizards.
No, robot dogs. They're all robot dogs.
I'm going to...
Is that robot owl? I have to draw a mechanical owl now. I'm gonna ask it to recite some arcane knowledge about arcanites.
I'm not gonna do like a robot owl voice because I'm very tired and my throat is hurting. But it is like a weird, like it's like almost like a Siri voice.
Siri, what is the weather outside?
Robo Owl, play Despacito.
I'm Alexa, so I must play Despacito.
And then it basically recites a bunch of stuff that you already know that you've learned from like other classes. It describes that they're basically like weird. It's a process that happens to someone when they sort of try to do like too powerful of a spell or like a spell that they don't know, and their bodies just can't take it. And there have been multiple theories on what like exactly happens, but basically they transform into some weird creature, and like their body isn't there anymore, and they become like this weird physical, not physical force of like just pure magic. And they basically become like a weird ghost, and basically like if you see one, it's going to try to kill you. They're very hostile. Like they don't really seek out people to kill, but if you see one, you're probably going to be attacked by it. And
give me the
you're using the wrong brackets for that, I think, buddy.
Wrong type of brackets for the image. It's meant to be box brackets.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wrong brackets, man.
And it also says that the only way to like sort of take care of one is to have what's called like an Arcanad box. And it's this little tiny wooden coffin almost that you hold in your hand, and it's like something you can really easily make out of wood, and there's like a sealing spell to like stick them inside the box. And it's the only known way to kill one.
Not suspiciously. Wait, does that kill it or just contain it?
Basically the same thing. It contains it and doesn't let it out.
Okay. I squint thoroughly.
Squints thoroughly.
They have like weird poltergeist rules where like they can't really be touched, but they can definitely touch you.
Well, they're ghosts.
Well, they're not really ghosts. Like they're pretty alive, but just
they're incorporeal.
Well, not always though.
I stuff the robo into my pocket. How big is it like owl sized or is it like
He's definitely owl sized.
Oh,
He's basically just like an actual owl. You don't have to stuff him in your pocket. You can just like fly around.
Oh, so okay. It surprises me that I had him in my pocket this whole time then.
I like to imagine it was sitting deactivated on your shoulder.
We've got to ask Marlo about it. If anyone knows some weird shit, it's Marlo. Have I ever mentioned if Julian is an only child or not? Like
No, I don't think it's ever come up.
I think he'd have like a little sister or something. It'd be weird if he was an only child.
Yeah, it doesn't know he's an only child. He ended up being adopted by 4 fucking men.
Yeah, you have 4 dads.
Oof. 4 dads. People are like, who's your dad?
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
So,
they're probably, one of them might be my granddad.
What are we doing, Yertle?
I will do an epic try like gesture sleeping as on your shoulder, and then kind of like try point with my head towards the door.
Can I try and inside that so I can try and understand what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Trying the gesture. Let's get out of here and go nap.
Oh, I accidentally had advantage. I have 6. I see the gesture towards the door and go, well, fuck, okay, door. Can make sense, right?
And then curl up on your shoulder like the sleeping gesture again.
Okay. Lucky waves to Dante and Elysia shyly and leaves.
Later.
Alright, are you two gonna try to follow this guy?
I don't fucking know, just being pointed to a door.
Well, I was, but the current form of transportation is a bit slow.
So, now what?
I'm going to try gesture to, like, either go back to dorm or trying to find the weird new guy, what you said there's nothing odd about. Sussing him out a bit more. I'm going to try gesture in a way.
Alright, make a survival check to track this guy in the snow as it's snowing.
Deal.
Lecker is not doing that. He doesn't seem that odd, it just seems like another student.
Well, nah, man, you gotta use the Gecko stats.
Gecko, when you're a druid, you transform your intelligence and wisdom and charisma.
Yeah, you still have your mental stats.
That's fair.
You use its strength stats. So, as soon as it comes to like a strength-based skill, they may be fucked.
You start waddling down the road.
Lecker, Tom says, like, as he starts to get confused. So, why are we hunting this guy again? Like, what?
Like, whoa.
I'm doing the gesture. Suspicious, like, do a shrug, like, untrustworthy?
Yertle says nothing this whole game and just motions.
Lump. Yeah.
Well, could you turn back so we could talk, or...
I'll bite Lucky on the ear when he says that.
Ow!
Crunch.
Knowing a gecko can't deal damage, so that's all good.
Suppose you are my friends, so... help friends? Fine.
Sweet.
Which way did he go?
That's a good question. It's at the end.
Yeah, so, you guys are sort of just tracking, like, his footprints through the woods, sort of surrounding the houses.
Yeah.
And eventually you sort of just, like, catch sight of him. He's not really near any houses or anything.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
And he's just walking.
He's just what?
Walking.
Walking.
Was it walking it out?
He walks
You
the
gotta get
road. The only road that he has ever
That's
known.
Yertle right now!
Yeah. I was listening to it mute, so it was like just very ominous. Just like walking in the middle of the street.
I'm going to...
Walk it there, walk it there, walk it.
What the fuck? What happened over here? What is the
Following.
wall
Yertle,
Well,
I could try something if you give me, like, a few seconds.
I do the yes bubble.
Yes, bubble.
I'm got DM. I'm gonna try and cast a spell I know but don't have prepared. What's the go on that?
Advantage Arcana check.
Advantage Arcana.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Disguise self as Gale.
That's small! I need to hide in your coat or something. Oh.
Like he honestly doesn't know what he's doing, but like it's along the lines of helping a friend, so
Perfect.
uh,
For the minute. Totally actually gave.
Well, hope this helps, I suppose.
I'll crawl under your coat to be hidden. Like a wire.
Hit record on yourself.
Just hear small meh.
So I don't have to Google it. Can you like slide the description disguise self into the chat?
Uh-huh. I can cast it as a thing.
If I have to, I will jump at him and bite him, dealing 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage.
Oh, kill him. Don't even.
So if he does get suspicious, he can make a DC check against 16 DC.
He has no real reason to be suspicious. Do you sound like Gale?
I make myself, including my armor, weapons, and other belongings and persons, look different until the spell ends. I
No.
don't think it makes the sound, yeah.
No, so you're gonna do a
Alter
really
self would do sound.
Yeah.
Why don't you have alter self?
If you didn't
I
pick it
don't
up?
have alter self.
I'm asking you that. Why? You're an illusion boy.
Because I'm not Prick Boy? I don't know. Fucking. I'm gonna try and at least sound like Gale. And if not, act it out as if I got a coarse throat from alcohol. Though my charisma is very low.
Doesn't
But
work
yeah,
just for
we're just gonna keep our distance, but still follow him.
Oh, okay.
Here's a
After a while, he just sits up against a tree and starts reading a book.
I don't know. So suspicious at all?
Wow.
Is that a yes or a no? I'm confused. It is like 1 in the morning and he's reading a book in the dark. Must have good eyes.
Wow.
You can't exactly tell what race he is, but he might have some sort of dark vision thing going on.
Yeah, and it's like he just
He's obviously a drow.
he puts his hand to his face and just goes on talking to himself.
Yaddle does the yes bubble as soon as you say that part. But it's under your coat, so you probably can't even see that.
I can feel it. Do you want me to try and talk to
I'm going to crawl out of your coat and try to approach him carefully,
Okay.
lizard style.
Wait here then.
I do like the shrug type thing, like, Doing the. Ooh. Try. Kind of like try stay out of his eyesight type thing, but get on the like close enough so I can see what book he's reading.
Make a Gecko stealth check.
Gecko stealth check.
The Gecko stealth.
Do geckos get proficiency in stealth?
Reading Mein Kampf.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I know. I'm probably like jumping on the snow to not sink into it.
He definitely sees you, and he recognizes you. So like he just kind of spirits the book away and says, "What do you want?"
I did not mean to click that.
Like, not transform, but slowly approach him even more.
He holds out a hand to you.
I'm going to hop on the hand.
Yeah, and he just sort of lets you like crawl up him.
Only if he had speak with animals, then I would be able to harass him.
Just with you like on him, he says, "Yeah, that party was pretty lame."
I'm going to do like the bubble thing I've been doing for yes. To like agree with him to see if he understands that.
He doesn't seem to really like take notice even. And he sort of sits down and just sort of chills.
Just chills.
Like it was just very badly not hiding and just removes the disguised self. Just seeing that nothing's going down that much.
This would be the perfect time to transform back in the structure, wouldn't it?
Just crush him, yeah. No, you can turn into an elephant from a gecko.
I gotta have a push it. I have health. I think. Am I able to push the bounds of nature? What? Oh, fuck. I can't do much as a lizard, but he spot me. I'm going to, I guess, like, hop off him and transform back into my true, like myself. So I can speak.
What are you gonna do?
Hop off him, but then transform back into myself so I can speak. It's gonna be hard trying to ask him shit whilst being stuck as whilst being a gecko, you know?
Wow.
So, there. I don't like parties, normally loud.
He nods.
Sorry if this is a bit annoying. Yes, you stowed away the book, but it's okay if I know what you were reading about, at least.
He says, me and Gail snuck into the library. It's closed, so we nabbed a book. And he just kind of pulls it out. It looks like some weird like spell tome. It's just like a thick brown, like leather-bound book.
Did you find the library's door a bit broken and open?
He nods.
I might have forgot to fix that after breaking in.
He kind of like dryly chuckles.
Hi.
Like he sees you come, like he like looks over and sees you coming from like very far away.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's trustworthy. He's like the only person who knows my last name, meaning no one can use anything that requires my full name. Luckily.
Hmm. So.
You never heard, never give anyone your full name. Dangerous.
He says, "You two are Gale's friends, right?"
Yes.
I don't know.
I find that answer vague and unconvincing.
He says exactly that.
Well, at least I know I am. He even fought me whilst being stoned and whilst I was a tiger.
He says,
That
"You were there when that thing came."
yes.
Like whose eye twitches, yes.
What about
Yes.
the Mossman?
He nods. He says, "What was it like?"
Horrifying.
He nods.
Pretty revealing.
Revealing to what?
How pathetic I am.
I mean, he was throwing me around like a fucking toy.
That's true.
So imagine how I felt while being transformed.
But yeah.
Be careful from the books from the forbidden section. They contain weird shit nowadays.
Kind of what got us into that whole mess.
Hey. Yeah, no. It wasn't our doing.
Let who glares at Yertle.
Just
Oh, yeah. So Yertle, you walk back to the freshman house. Leko go back to the
Hey.
Crump Club. Anyone want to do anything super crazy at the senior house before that wraps up?
Gale tries to be social. Does that count?
Make a charisma check.
Oh boy, please. Okay, so
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
You and Bob kind of bond a little bit more at the party. He kind of seems a little bit more open to you than everybody else. He sort of introduces you around to people. You
I'm
get
also
to know the
gonna try-
juniors better than anybody else. Those three are definitely not.
I know her somewhat because she helps us.
She'll talk to you like from time to time, but she seems more interested in talking with like her actual friends than
Yeah, obviously.
haha.
Well,
She
duh.
has a social life. Gale
Yeah, exactly.
doesn't.
I get stuff like this in real life. I get it. Cool. But yeah. Also, Michael, question just out of interest that I guess I would try as Gale just as soon as I leave this place, just to see something. So I technically have the energy to cast a spell at a higher level, but I'm not supposed to because I'm a half caster. So what happens when I try to cast a spell at a higher level is what I'm curious about. Like then I'm supposed to because my limit's supposed to right now be second, and I'm curious what happens if I try to cast a second level spell at a third, or a first at a third, just to see.
do you try to do it?
Yeah.
Do you do it in the party or do you go like outside?
Yeah, I'll go outside. Just
All right, what spell are you casting?
oh, it's not a destructive one whatsoever. It's literally something that makes another thing.
All right, go and make a disadvantaged Arcana check.
Does that advanced combat book help, or does that not count?
What the fuck are you doing out here?
Okay.
What's your plan here, my guy?
Oh, I'm just trying to see.
Kill us all.
He's
Ow.
preparing for a fight.
And the
And
race
Yertle has
will kill us all.
Yertle already has a plan. Next new face he has is going to be even more stalky against them.
Gale, you try to cast the spell, and you sort of try to think about casting it as is and like trying to use it like in like a more higher power. And you see the blade kind of come into form in your hand, and then all of a sudden it shatters into this big boom of like black magic energy, and it backfires, and you take 30 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Ow! Thank God I'm a tank. Jesus Christ.
And your Constitution score goes down by 1.
Permanently or just for now?
You don't know.
You don't know.
Oh, fuck, okay.
And you see the hand you tried to cast it in is covered in like this black Not like soot. It looks like this like fragmented like blackness. Like this just like shadow sort of like just splotted over your arm.
I'm gonna think to myself, what are the odds that the nurse office is open? I know that the student wouldn't be there, but I'm thinking about the teacher. Because we did just have a party, and there was an after party, and I have a feeling they expect people to be stupid.
Before anyone gets back to the house, I'm going to tell Julie and Miriam the grand news. Gail and someone, I already forgot their name. That's kind of bad of me.
It's Cirrus.
Cirrus? Thank you. Stole a book from the forbidden section of the library. Wasn't he needing?
He didn't say forbidden section. He just said from the library.
From the library. Fair enough. Never mind. Did it look like a book was from normal sections when I was looking for the nature books?
Make a disadvantage intelligence check.
Okay. If it helps, all the books I took are now buried at the back of the house.
Can I inspire him? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Remember. You can remember.
Disadvantage.
You can do it, brother.
You can remember this. Don't. Yeah, no. Oh, fucking hell.
Your mind's not failing yet.
Well, you can add a D8 to that now.
Oh, it's a D8 now. Level 5, aren't we? Nice.
Do shit.
Alright, so that's a 7. Nah. I mean, it looked like a library book. You don't think he was lying about that?
They got a book from the library. I don't know how they opened the door.
They must have broken in!
I'm kind of just looking back and forth and just give like a slight thumbs up. Just okay.
Also, there's blight in the forest, and I've been trying. I don't think I got a good study off on one of them trying to strangle me, but I've learned they're not that friendly, even if they can hear you speak.
And lean over to Miriam if she's even awake still.
She's
what's a blight?
She's like passed out on your shoulder.
Oh, what's a blight?
You know how some plants and that tend to take a humanoid form every so often.
Why were you making new friends? Nature friends?
More like they tried to fuck me up. They're not friendly.
What?
As much as they understood me, which made them stop for like 1 minute before deciding to try end me, I turned into a snake and fucked off and then lost where they were. I was more trying to figure out how they work, you know, because trying to make some plants become like an arm or any ligament that goes missing.
He looks at his missing arm. He's like, what? That's not a ligament. It's a limb.
Limb, ligament, similar thing, isn't it?
A ligament's like a tendon.
Ah. Limb, then.
Yeah.
What's a limb?
An arm.
Good.
Or a leg.
Then correct word.
You've had a big day, haven't
But yeah. I was basically roaming around the forest for like a big bit. Yes. And may have found some decent research about some medication.
you ever read a book on how to figure out what you are, Yodel? Not you, just like not you specifically, but like if I wanted to figure out what I am, what would I do?
That's a good question. Like, are you trying to figure out a part of you what unknown to you, hidden away or something, or like you just don't know how you / what you are have came to be?
I mean, I assume I was born, but I don't think I'm human.
You assume.
As much as I would like to be human, and it would be Great if I was. The more and more I'm here, the more I think, well, obviously I'm not because of other things, but I just want to know.
I mean, I could possibly, even you could possibly, find a way to do that with magic.
I have to visit the library. Not
Yeah,
tonight.
I was going to redo that tomorrow. I mean, do that tomorrow.
He nervously rubs at his ears under his hair.
Is there something wrong with your ears?
Nope, nothing. What are you on about?
You want me to take a look at
Nope.
them?
No, my ears are perfectly fine. Fuck off.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Every time
Yep.
you rub them, you seem always anxious. It's just wondering if there's
No,
something
my ears
wrong.
are perfectly fine. My ears are good. We've got good
Yes,
ears, man.
okay.
Fantastic
Okay.
interaction.
I just got
Yep.
some earwax.
Never
Just get some earwax out of them.
Hard, yep. Understandable.
Look, man, I need to figure out what. Never mind. I'm good. How are you?
Like almost got strangled. Could have died if I didn't fucking transform.
Oh, you're tough. You're tough, dude. You're strong. You're
I'll
strong,
be
boy.
back.
It had vines around my throat like an.
Yeah, maybe next time you go out there, you might want to tell one of us, so we can get your back.
I did. I told two people.
Who'd you tell?
Dante and Elysia.
Well, there's your first problem. Dante was drunk as hell, and Elysia
No,
was.
it was
Elysia.
before that. It was before that. It
Well,
was
yeah, but
before
after still.
I told them if they think that I've been gone for too long to suss it out. Somewhere in the forest. Next time I go out there, do you want to tag along?
I would love to.
How good are you with plants?
I'm the best with plants. Look, I'm not, but that sounds weird and interesting and cool. Not the strangling part.
I mean-
that sounds evil.
No, yeah.
But
If
That
we
sounds
can get
kinky.
yeah, it's
if we can get them nice and not arsehole,
yeah.
you never know. They could be nice people. I mean, obviously, if you don't have something to allow you to speak with plants, you might be in a spot of worry.
Oof, nice. Does my new guitar do anything, or is it just like a cool new guitar?
No, yeah, it does.
Oh,
Did you not read it?
There was nothing. It was just a picture.
In handouts.
Yeah, it's just a picture.
Me mom
There's
should-
no text there.
Oh!
At
In,
this point,
In a move of genius, I put it in the GM only section. That's not where it goes.
There we go. Aha. Nice.
No, it's super good, actually. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I was just like, sweet, a new guitar.
how sober is Dante at this point?
Make another con save.
All right.
Oh, Bonza, that's wicked.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, you might want to crash here.
you're already
All
crashing
right.
there.
So yeah, girl's gonna be sleeping in the bathtub with some hot water.
Alright, then I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, who already goes to bed.
Yeah.
Miriam eventually will kind of swap over her place on the couch. So you can have an arm around her and she kind of, like,
Uh-huh.
leans against you. It's cute, it's sweet.
Yeah, I like it. It's brilliant.
It's a wholesome
Yeah, wholesome meme.
It's a wholesome moment.
meme.
I stroke the hair. I pat the head.
Yeah.
Guy treating her like a dog.
Wow, you would. You fucking animal.
Alright, All right, and then with that, we'll go ahead and end this session of Spellbound.
Oh,
GG.
shit.
I have loads of shit to do next session involving blights.
I am
So
so mad I woke up 2 hours late.
That's what you get for staying up until like 1 to 2 a.m. in the fucking morning.
I took a nap earlier, so I thought I'd be good, but no.
No, it's not how it works, Cheeky.
Not with me.
No,
You just
not
missed
with
Christmas
me.
presents. That's it.
I miss you.
yeah,
Today's been interesting.
Everyone
fun.
got 2 Christmas presents, but yeah.
And me.
You
Mine
burnt
doesn't-
yours. Go get fucked.
Mine doesn't count.
Why's Hans?
You burnt
covered
yours.
in
It does
stubbles?
count.
No, it doesn't. You have no idea what that was.
No, I'm with Gail. This doesn't count. That wasn't really a thing.
No, it does count. He burnt it.
It wasn't a present.
It was a present.
Guys, burn? What are you- stop
It was a
burning.
box. Didn't know the inside. Well, we probably did know the inside contact.
Why is everyone dead?
What?
Like, who stabbed Hans and why is someone mage choking me?
Ah, he got rid of
I'm concerned.
Sam, they've noticed.
You got some
Yertle did
freaking,
everything wrong.
you got some inner demons you need to work out, man.
Look, it's just a scarf. Sam made it into a straggly hand.
Wow. Jeez. First you kill my girlfriend, then you kill my bird. What are you trying to do to me?
And Hans isn't dead.
He's got multiple
Dangerous.
stab wounds
No,
Not
there's
that
a
one.
it's blood.
from stab wounds.
No,
He looks worried. Gale looks like he's
I'll
seen
look-
some shit. What the fuck?
I'll delete everything I have done.
I have seen some shit.
He has looked into the heart of darkness, and it blinked.
All right. This has been a good one.
Fucking hell, it has. Jesus.
See you guys all next week. Hi.
Yeah.
Woo! I have a
Good
gun
day to
now.
all. Yeah, people have guns.
For Christmas, I got a gun.
It's
Next
been
Christmas,
a
you're
really
getting a
good
horse.
day for Dante.
see Percy, but see I can understand it from Dante's family. I just find it funny. His a Canadian gave a Canadian.
Well, yeah, but like that Canadian was Percy.
Yeah,
There we go.
I just love the thought of out of context. So they were expecting to give one another firearms.
God damn it. Whoever's doing that needs to
I mean,
die.
honestly, since Dante is a Texan, it's honestly it was just a matter of time before he got a gun.
Yeah.